It had been 10 years since I'd made any paintings. When Lois told me that she had an opening in her Wednesday night class, it didn't seem the right time to start, but she convinced me that if I really wanted something, I had to make time. The next day, I ordered new brushes and fresh tubes of paint. As I made that small gift of time for myself each week at Wilderness Studios, it was so satisfying to see the drawings turn into washes of color on the page. I looked forward to the time I'd carved out of my hectic week to paint with the other women in the class, letting the creative juices flow across the page. It was only one night a week, but it was better than nothing. Painting was just one thing I had put on hold when I went back to working full-time. I had spent my days as a stay-at-home mom for 15 years, batiking, baking bread, making quilts, and volunteering at the elementary school and at church. Now my days are spent in front of a computer screen, spending too many hours thinking about things that just don't seem to matter. Another thing I had put off for many years was to go on a mission trip. I had wanted to go to Nicaragua ever since the mission group had come back and told about their experience with the people who lived such simple lives. I bought one of the baskets that the group had brought back. The women had formed a co-op and were selling the baskets to support their families. Every year I bought another one, and I noticed the designs were getting more intricate and the colors varied. These women were more than just basket makers. They had become artists. This past summer I finally found the time to go on the trip and went to the very town where the basket ladies lived and worked, a tiny town high in the mountains called Kuzmapa. The women were gathered in a dimly lit room as rain thundered on the metal roof above. How could they see what they were doing, or had they made so many baskets that they did not need to see? In the front room was a table displayed with many different shapes and sizes of finished baskets. Attached to each one was a small card with the artist's signature. I felt a real connection to these women. It reminded me of how much I now enjoyed putting my signature on a finished painting. And although my days are spent working in front of a computer, I look forward to a day when once again there will be more time to devote to those things that make my heart sing. For now, there's Wednesday nights at Wilderness Studios.